Good morning all, from a very windy and occasionally wet woodland. I was going to do a setup video today for this, but I'm knackered. Once I'd put up a ridge line, put the tarp over it, as fast as I was trying to tie it on and peg it down, I was trying to chase it round and round the woodland. So as much as that might have been amusing, it wouldn't really be much of a setup video. It's more like the end credits of Benny Hill. So I've decided to struggle on, get it put up, and of course now it's up, the wind died down, and I'll just show you around, show you what I've done, and hopefully it'll make sense with how I'm describing it rather than showing you what I've done. Alright, let's have a look. Right, I'll try and keep this as steady as I can, but I am holding the tripod as well, so forgive me if we wobble or I fall over, or if the wind gets up and you can't hear me. It's a big day shelter. Well, I say day shelter, there's no reason why you couldn't get in there with your bivvy. If you know you got the back towards the wind, it is nice and sheltered. But it's the sort of thing that I would use during the daytime if I need it high enough that I can, you know, have a chair in there, sit up nicely, cook under there, that sort of thing. So, stuck a ridge line about head high. Now, obviously, depending on how tall you are, you might have to play a bit with that, but about head high on me. And the reason it's got to be that height, move back a bit, is so I could get that side in a tight straight line. The tie-off point there is halfway down the side. It's a 3x3 tarp, or 10-foot square, however you like to think of it. So that tie-off point is 5 feet. I've gone head high, a bit higher than that obviously, but there's always a certain amount of stretch, sag, etc. That's just where it had to be. So, as you probably see from this direction, I've just laid it out in a diamond as if I was going to make a plough point as the wind gets up. Bloody wind! Hang on, let's get in here. Oh! Now the tripod's too big. Hang on, adjustments needed. Not very organised this morning, am I? Never mind, carry on. You know I don't like doing editing and stuff, or as little as possible. I only chop things out if I completely cock it up, and even then sometimes leave it in. Yes, so, where were we? 3x3 or 10x10. The halfway points down the sides are what's attached to the ridge line at just over head height. Yeah, well, head height-ish. Laid out in a diamond formation, which is why I've got the peak out the front for a bit of rain cover. You simply tie it on there, and the next stage I'll have to go out, so forgive the wind. Where can I get? I can get far enough back. The next stage is pegging your back corners, which are again halfway down the diamond. So you're essentially making like a cross in the middle here. You can just about see where it's pulled taut. So before I tucked it under, there was the back point of the diamond here, and side point out there and a side point out that side, but just pegged halfway down the open sides there and there. I did this tensioning line on the back as the last job, but obviously it's up now, so I can't really show you. Then the two corners of your diamond configuration, which were sticking out the sides when I was pegging the back, just pulled them taut from the peg forward so they're tight along the floor. And if you've got your ridgeline the right height, they should also be taut vertically. So the front here is 5 foot high in this case, and 5 foot from front peg to back peg. As you can see, the flappy diamond that was at the back, I've pulled forward underneath, just so there's something dry to throw your gear on or sit on if you haven't got a chair. Once I've done the pegging, I guide out the front flap and then tied off the centre to the tree behind that you saw a minute ago. It's a shame I couldn't show it, but at the time it was just so windy and starting to rain, and I just cracked on and did it. It's a lot simpler than I've probably made it sound. Confusing and well planned as ever, but it is pretty simple. Ridgeline, diamond, throw 1 point over the top, halfway down this side goes onto that ridge line that end, halfway down that side, ridge line that end, then just pull out the back corners, make a square, throw the point underneath, peg down the other 2 points of the diamond, and you get square shelter. It's a decent size. I say for a day camp, something to sit in, works brilliantly. Obviously wind and rain protection on 3 sides, and a certain amount of rain protection from the front. If you've got, you know, them squally showers on a windy day which seem to blow in every direction possible, it's high enough that you could have, you know, your stove, whatever, cook inside. That's not an issue. I wouldn't advise lighting a fire under there unless it's a tiny one. You might get away with, you know, a small fire in a bush box. I wouldn't risk it myself, but it probably would be okay. So yes, that was today's plan. A setup video for this, but it's all gone a bit Pete Tong. Never mind. Still have fun doing it. I haven't stuck it up like this for, I don't know, a year probably. It's one of them ones that I've just not needed to use because I have been using my tarp basically for actually overnights. I haven't really had it up for, should we say, a day camp or just a chilling out afternoon in the woods. But yes, that is that. I think it has got a proper name. I have seen other people do it. I really can't remember what it is. I just call it my square day shelter. There we go. See you soon, guys.